Hello everyone, I am Madhu Gupta, currently studying in Bennett University. I have prepared seminar on future of electric vehicles for my assignment. So let's start with the video. What are electric vehicles? An electric vehicle is a vehicle that operates on an electric motor instead of an internal combustion engine that generates power by burning a mix of fuel and gases. Electric vehicle is seen as a possible replacement for the current generation automobile in near future to address environmental changes. Propelled by one electric motor or more using batteries. Electric motors give instant torque and smooth acceleration. Plug-in electric vehicles are fast, fun and efficient. Maintenance is simpler and cheaper. So let's understand the working of electric vehicle. EVs are like an automatic car. They have a forward and reverse mode. When you place the vehicle in gear and press on the accelerator pedal, these things happen. Power is converted from the DC battery to AC for the electric motor. The accelerator pedal sends a signal to the controller which adjusts the vehicle's speed by changing the frequency of the AC power from the inverter to the motor. The motor connects and turns the wheels through a cog. When the brakes are pressed or the car is decelerating, the motor becomes an alternator and produces power, which is sent back to the battery. Electric vehicles were introduced more than 100 years ago. Electric cars are seen a rise in popularity today for many of the same reasons they were first popular. It's hard to pinpoint the invention of the electric car to one inventor or country. Instead, it was a series of breakthroughs from the battery to the electric motor in the 1800s that led to the first electric vehicle on the road. In 1837, electric cars began their long history in Aberdeen, Scotland through inventor Robert Davidson. In 1884, after more than 40 years, inventor Thomas Parker created the first manufacturing electric automobile in London. Later, in 1890, the first electric car in USA was produced. Let's know how batteries have evolved with time. The earliest use of batteries can be dated back to 250 BC, known as the Baghdad battery. A different kind of battery known as the lead battery was invented in 1859 and is known to be one of the most enduring batteries. Lead batteries are still used today to start combustion engine cars and are the oldest example of rechargeable battery. The term battery was first used by Benjamin Franklin in 1749. The true battery that we are using today was invented by Alessandro Volta in 1800. Using discs of copper and zinc soaked in salty water, he was able to produce electrical energy. It is essentially a device that can store chemical energy which is converted to electrical energy. As you can see on this image, how lithium-ion batteries have evolved from early 1990s till date. Now we should understand why there is a need for electric vehicles. As you can see on the slide, air quality in India's largest city is degrading at alarming rate. The government agencies use air quality index to communicate to the public how polluted the air currently is. The bar chart depicts air quality index of various cities in India. 22 out of 30 most polluted cities of the world are in India. 41% of nitrogen oxide emissions in Delhi were due to vehicles in 2020. As we all know, conventional cars emit gases like CO2 and carbon monoxide. To reduce the emission of these gases, anyone can shift to hybrid, that is fuel plus electric or fully electric vehicle, as EVs have high carbon reduction potential. Let's look at some major factors that attracts EVs. Electric vehicles have very low maintenance costs because they don't have as many moving parts as an internal combustion vehicle. The servicing requirements for electric vehicles are lesser than the conventional petrol or diesel vehicles. Therefore, the yearly cost of running an electric vehicle is significantly low. Registration fees and road tax on purchasing electric vehicles are lesser than petrol or diesel vehicles. There are many multiple policies and incentives offered by the government depending on which state you are in. Let's have a market overview. According to reports, the Indian EV market valued at $1,435 billion in 2021 and is expected to reach $15,398 billion by 2027, registering a CAGR of 47.09% during 2022 to 2027. The continuous hike in fuel prices is a big motivator for vehicle owners and new buyers to look at cheaper options, and EVs fit the bill. The EV industry's importance and impending growth are already attracting investments in the sector. In 2021, it had around $6 billion investments, which is expected to increase to $20 billion by 2030. The slide shows the EV sales in India. From the pie chart, we can conclude that Uttar Pradesh has highest registered EV sales, followed by Bihar and Delhi, which comprises 10% of EV sales, and least sales are in Tamil Nadu and Rajasthan. Now let's discuss component-wise industry growth. The global electric motor market size was $96,000 million in 2017 and is projected to reach $140,000 million in 2025, growing at a CAGR of 4.5%. The automotive battery market is expected to register a growth rate of 5.5% during the forecast period 2021 to 2028. EV charging station market size valued at 11 billion USD in 2021 and is projected to grow at over 27% CAGR between 2022 and 2030. This slide shows India's standing in pole position. As of 2019, the world had 7.2 million electric cars, a 40% jump over 2018, while 1.6% of cars in China are EVs. Electric cars comprise just 0.07% of the cars in India. Moreover, Norway, Iceland, Netherlands, and Sweden have even higher percentage. Key players in India of EV market are Maruti Suzuki, Mahindra, and Ashok Leyland, whereas Exide and Tata Chemicals are leading manufacturer of car batteries. Now, I will talk about another cool technology of EVs, that is bidirectional charging. Bidirectional charging refers to two-way charging, meaning charge and discharge. V2G is a charging technology that allows the one-way flow of energy from the car battery pack to the grid, from the vehicle to the grid. As of now, there is no car in the market with this technology, but soon Tesla can roll out the technology in global market. We will look at the electric vehicle infrastructure hurdles. India's challenges are quite different compared to international markets. The electricity supply is not consistent across the country and keeps fluctuating in many regions. There was 856 crore units of electricity short in 2020. Also, it is estimated that 30% vehicles on road will be electric by 2030. That will increase power demand by 16,000 crore units. And now we have to understand the electricity demand and grid capacity. Increasing load from the charging infrastructure can set limits to the electricity grid and negatively impact other customers connected to the grid. Electric cars will account for the most important load capacity in the country, surpassing sectors like as steel. Public buses demands the higher electricity from the grid, followed by cars. With all this, we can conclude that basically policies and incentives from the government will be recognized as major drivers in the growth of the EV markets. Also, the low cost of EVs coupled with full automation can bring the EV market to a new level. This can be achieved with the help of wireless charging or by reducing the size of the batteries, thus making the EVs more affordable for the masses. In case of EVs, major problem is handling the batteries, so we need some innovative ideas to handle the batteries. Thank you everyone for listening. Now you can ask your questions.